I am on a mission to lord every hero in Marvel Rivals. And today, we are going to speedrun a hero to lord in each role. A Vanguard, a Strategist, and a Duelist. With the aim to get to lord in under 24 hours on each hero. And we are going to start this video off with a Vanguard, Emma Frost. I load up my first game, and it seems like everyone and anyone wants to play as Emma Frost. Oh my god, someone else got her. 2 matches in a row. Oh my god. Luckily, I'm super quick and insta-lock her in my 3rd match. Oh, come on, let me get it. Yes, dude. Suck on that, my fartsicle. And seeing as it took me 3 matches to finally be able to play as Emma Frost, I really want to win my first match with her. And in my first ever battle, I take out a rogue Jeff that jumps into my team, then help to take out the enemy Thing, and then help take out the enemy Winter Soldier too, leading us to capture the domination point. And so far, so good. Then I get my first KO on the enemy Thing, and as I notice the enemy Emma Frost, I do my best to push with my team and take her out. Because if you know me, you know that my fragile ego needs to be better than the enemy Emma Frost and diff her. Unfortunately, we get pushed back and the fight dissipates. So for now, it's anyone's game. I switch to Emma Frost's diamond form and try to take out the enemy Thing, but he manages to run away. This is so bad. Both Lunar Snows use their ultimate, and that's when I notice that my ultimate is ready for use. I activate Emma Frost's ultimate for the first time ever, and just my luck, the enemy Winter Soldier pulls me as I activate it, and he cancels my ultimate. That's actually very rude. And even worse, the enemy Scarlet Witch takes me and my team out, and the enemy team captures the point, just as we had it at 99%. So my team and I run back in to take out the enemy team and capture the domination point back. And in doing so, I end up with a Quadra KO. Quadra? Let's go. And we win that first round. Just one more round and we'll have won our first match with Emma Frost. We start the second round by dodging an Iron Man ultimate. Oh, careful gang. I told you to be careful. Then we push onto the domination point and take out as many enemies as we can, leading us to capture the point. And now we just need to hold it, because if we lose this round, we'll only have 1 round left to try and win this first match. So in order to try and win this match, we try to push the enemy team back, but by doing so, the enemy team takes me out, and they end up capturing the domination point. But I am determined to win this first match. So I activate Emma Frost's ultimate ability, and my team and I take out the enemy team, allowing us to capture the point back. We take out the enemy over and over and over again. Are we cyberbullying them right now? And the enemy Emma Frost tries to do something with her ultimate ability, but we just take her out, and we win that round too, meaning that we won our first match with Emma Frost. And after playing 1 game with her, we are 20 points into the 500 points required to level our proficiency up from Agent to Knight, meaning we got a lot of work to do. So I load up another game, I focus up on the character select and lock in Emma Frost at lightning speed. And now we have another match of domination. But just as I get to the capture point, the enemy Emma Frost picks me up, throws me to the ground, then kicks me away. And how disrespectful is that? So it was only fair that I return the favor by popping my ultimate on the enemy team. And just as we're about to reach 100% capture progress, the enemy team pushes us hard. They take me out and they capture the domination point. And as we try to get the point back, my team and I get taken out. And as we try again, we get taken out once more. And sadly, we lose that first round. And boy did I go quite wild in this second round, racking up a ton of KOs and keeping the enemy team off the capture point. And the funniest thing happens. As overtime is running out for the enemy team, the enemy Wolverine grabs me and pushes me off the point with him, meaning he's not there anymore to contest the point, and the enemy team runs out of overtime. So sure, the enemy Wolverine got a KO on me, but he kinda threw that round there. So I focus up once again and take out as many enemies as I can. And just as we're about to win, the enemy Iron Fist tries something, but his cheaper Town Hall isn't enough, and we win the round, meaning we win the game, and we get MVP. MVP on our second game with Emma Frost. Oh hell yeah, let's go. And how good is that? And after that second match, so far we're at 80 proficiency out of the 500 needed to go from Agent to Knight. And in our 3rd match, as soon as I get my ultimate, I activate it and this happens. Somebody heal me. And you guessed it, we lost that game. So in the next match, I use my ultimate ability on the enemy Emma Frost, but my Namor throws a whale on her and takes her out before I can force her movement. Then I end the game with a quad, and we win that match. But things aren't all sunshine and rainbows, because in the next match, someone beats me to locking in Emma Frost, and it happens again in the next match. But after that first round, I just ask if I can swap to Emma Frost, and they give it to me, so that's actually really nice of them. And after roughly 2 hours of gaming, we are at 200 proficiency out of the 500 needed to get from Agent to Knight. So with my next ultimate, I use it specifically on the enemy storm, and I try it again, but it doesn't go so well the second time round. Oh shit. This could be bad. And I was so locked in that match that I managed to get a 41 KO game. In the next match, we finally get to play on the new map that came out. But after that match, we are at 390 out of 500 proficiency. So we are super close to getting Knight. And just as things started to look good, I activate my ultimate, but the enemy Emma Frost grabs me and cancels it. No! Oh, that is so rough. Then the enemy Groot uses his ultimate to immobilize us, and then the enemy Emma Frost uses her ultimate on our whole team for an easy wipeout, and we lose that match. But now we're at 440 out of 500 proficiency. Just a match or two, and we'll be at Knight rank. The next day, we load up our first match. But after we finish that first match, and after playing as Emma Frost for roughly 3 hours now, we reach Knight proficiency. And now we get more proficiency progress every time we complete one of these 4 objectives. So next up, our goal is Captain. And we have 21 hours left in order for us to get to Lord with her, meaning it's time to get our Strategist tonight as well. So let's see if we can win our first ever game with Ultron. I jump into my first match on the brand new map, and I start spamming my spacebar to skip the loading screen. Let me in, allowing me to insta-lock Ultron. Oh hell yes, bro. And just beating out this guy. You gotta be quicker than that, bozo. And as the match starts, I fly on out there excited to get started on my Ultron Lord speedrun by trying to deal damage with his main attack. But I run back to the spawn room just as quickly as I left it. Ah, run! Because I gotta try and get a KO before I get taken out. So when I get back out there, I manage to hit this Spider-Man really low. Can we get a first kill? Come on. Oh hell yeah. And we take him out. And Ultron's attack is a bit funny to land hits with, so hopefully we'll get the hang of it as I play more games with him. As I'm trying to take out this Spider-Man once again, this happens.
You guys didn't see that. That didn't happen.
I get my ultimate charged up and activate it for the first time to take out the enemy Ultron. And we push the vehicle to the first checkpoint. Just 2 more checkpoints to go, and we will win our first ever match with a character I've never played before. And just as the enemy Moon Knight haunts me, so does the Spider-Man, causing me to freak out and fly into the Moon Knight's ultimate, essentially taking myself out. Oh, that was bad. I get my revenge on the Spider-Man and notice that the vehicle kinda looks like Groot. I also realize that my healing drone can heal others inside of it, aside from the person I've attached it to, even myself, which leads us to getting the vehicle to the next checkpoint. One final push left, and we have plenty of time to do it. I lock in on doing some damage, helping to take out the enemy Ultron and Moon Knight. Then I start to not help my own team by failing to land any damage on this pesky Spider-Man with my Iron Man team up ability. And that's when I also realized that if I'm gonna speedrun to Lord with Ultron, I'll need to get better at this, and fast. Otherwise, we could lose a lot of time here and go over 24 hours. And just as I was about to get taken out by Spider-Man again, the match ends. Oh, we lost? And that's what I thought. But we actually won our first game. And even better, I got MVP as well. Oh, we won. Oh, I thought we lost. But even though we did great that game, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Because we are still at Agent, and we still have 0 proficiency out of the 500 needed to get to Knight. And I'm more than halfway on all 3 of the objectives other than the playtime one, so we could potentially finish this second match and earn 30 proficiency. I plant a healing drone on one of my tanks, so every time they get hit, I can earn some healing. And I get into a bit of a kerfuffle with the enemy Ultron. Let's see who the better Ultron is in this match. Might be me. It might be me. It's not me. I can't aim. Ah, I can't kill him. He's so weak. No! And even worse, once I activate my ultimate hoping to turn things around, I get taken out. Oh my, I just got deleted, man. In the second round, I learned that Ultron's main attack has quite a lot of range, which helped me get my revenge on the enemy Ultron. Oh, that felt good. After that, my team and I lock in, helping me to get a bunch of KOs and assists. And we win that second round. And now if we can win this third round, we'll win the match. And we'll have started a win streak, which will make me feel really good about myself. And you wouldn't believe it, we lost that game. So now, I don't feel so great about myself. But we get 13,470 healing that match, a combination of 24 KOs and assists, and 2,450 bonus health, meaning we completed each objective we were going for, taking us from 0 proficiency up to 30. And even better, we are already close to completing the healing and KO assist objective too. And as I continue to focus on my objectives, oh, that's good. This match comes to a bit of a halt, at the point where the enemy team is trying to push the vehicle to the second checkpoint. And this is where it kinda clicks for me, and I get how to be effective with Ultron. I have to deal damage when my team is up and healthy, but as soon as they look like they're about to get taken out, I have to activate my shield to get my team some bonus health, and then activate my team up ability. And and position myself so it passes through as many of my teammates as possible to heal them up. And by the time they're back up to full health, I can switch back to dealing some damage again. So it's a bit of back and forth between switching in and out of combat and healing. And ever since that kind of clicked for me, the enemy team has been struggling to move the vehicle forward. And the good thing about playing this way is that I get my ultimate back so quickly, which is great to take out squishy strategists like the enemy rocket, leading us to take out the enemy team and win that third match. And I get MVP once again. Also, it turns out that I did 17,737 healing that match, and the most damage on my team, which is insane. And that match takes us up to 60 proficiency. Also, I'm getting good at insta-locking Ultron, because I've got him 4 games in a row now. I'm also getting good at what clicked at the end of the last match, so I deal damage when I can, shield my team, heal them up with my team up ability, and use my ultimate where I can too, leading us to take out the rest of the enemies, push the vehicle in, and we win the game, earning us a whopping 50 proficiency in that match. And with only 390 proficiency left to go, in order for us to get Knight, I insta-lock Ultron for the 5th time in a row. Oh, I thought I lost him then. But as we all know on the P-Test channel, as soon as things start to look good for me, they start to turn bad real quick. And I get taken out over and over and over again. So it's a bit hard to get any healing, KOs, assists, or bonus health when I'm just stuck respawning for half the game. We end up losing that match, and we only earn a measly 10 proficiency. In the next match, someone beats me to the insta-lock.
No, someone beat me to it.
But I just ask him if I can have it.
Hey bro, can I please have Ultron, man?
And he gives it to me, only for me to get taken out 3 times in a row and lose that first round. But we get some KOs and capture the point back.
Oh, that was satisfying.
And we win the second round. And after a bit of back and forth in that final round, we unfortunately lose the game. But because the game went for 3 rounds, it allowed us to complete 4 objectives, earning us 40 proficiency. And now we are just 8 minutes off from getting 60 minutes of playtime with Ultron, which will give us a whopping 60 proficiency. So I load up another match, lose the first round, get hit by an enemy Iron Man's ultimate.
Oh, as if, bro. I feel like I was not in the range of that. Apparently I was.
And we lose that match. But we finished our playtime objective and earned 90 proficiency from that loss. And during our next match, even though we win the game, I don't have the best performance, meaning we earned 0 proficiency from that match. But now we are super close to completing a few objectives. We only need 279 more healing, 4 more KOs or assists, and to dish out 620 bonus health. So I throw out a drone to get our healing, then get cyberbullied by this enemy Thor.
Whoa, stop that. Oh my god, I'm getting cyberbullied. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck was that?
Dish out some bonus health, get 1 assist, get a second one, get my 3rd assist, and then activate my ultimate to get a KO. Then I nearly get taken out by the enemy Ultron, but I managed to use the map to outplay him.
Oh, get outplayed, buddy old pal.
And even though we got our poo-poo shoved back in our sphincters from that first round, I activate my ultimate to end up with a quad. We end up finishing this match with 14,078 healing, 31 KOs and assists, and 3,040 bonus health, which is way more than we needed. And unfortunately, we lose that game. But that loss granted us 50 proficiency, and in our next match, I lock in and get a bunch of KOs.
Oh, that was sick.
And even take out the enemy Ultron just as he activates his ultimate, which is satisfying as hell. We walk the vehicle in and win the match, earning us another 20 proficiency. And as I play through another game, I figure out a pretty cool tactic you can do with Ultron's ultimate. So if an enemy Jeff ever swallows your teammates, just activate your ultimate and shoot at where the Jeff will emerge from. That way you can take out the Jeff to free your teammates and keep everyone alive. And after that match, we earn another 30 proficiency. And in the following match, I use my ultimate to take out Jeff not just once, not twice, but 3 times. Each time as satisfying as the last. And even though it is so much fun to bully little old Jeffrey, he gets the last laugh, because we lose that match. But we earn 40 proficiency, and now we're just 12 minutes off another boost of proficiency. And so far, we're making good time on this Lord speedrun. But unfortunately, we run into an issue the next match, as someone beats me to insta-locking again. I get beaten to insta-locking Ultron in the next match, and you'd think I'd get Ultron in my 3rd match, but I get beaten again.
Oh my god, these guys are so much quicker than me!
And now this is not cool, because I am trying to speedrun Lord on Ultron, and this tomfoolery is getting in the way. I finally get the insta-lock on Ultron, on my 4th attempt, so now we're back on. And after I use my ultimate to get this triple KO, we are so back. At least that's what I thought. I think the few games of me not being able to play as Ultron made me a bit rusty, because I kept getting taken out over and over and over again. And like I said before, getting taken out so much reduces my ability to make progress on my own objectives, slowing down the rate at which we're able to speedrun Ultron, and we earn no proficiency in that match. And at this point, I start to think I'm turning into a bit of a bully, because every time I see an enemy Jeff swallow one of my teammates, I make it my mission to take him out and rescue my team. And I am having such a good game, so much so that I check the scoreboard and realize that I haven't died yet. And just as I say that, I nearly get taken out, and little old Jeff comes to contest the point in overtime. So I help my team take him out one more time, and we win the match. And I get MVP, with 20 KOs, 0 deaths, and 23 assists. One of my best games so far, which earned us 30 more proficiency, taking us up to 410. And would you look at our playtime objective, we are 1 minute off earning a whopping 60 proficiency. And if we're somehow able to complete every objective in this next match, we could get 90 proficiency and reach Knight in one more game. So I load up another match with the aim to get 1 minute of playtime, 6,279 healing, 25 KOs and assists, and grant 505 bonus health, which should be easy enough. And as soon as the match starts, I use my firewall to grant 185 bonus health. I use it again for a total of 315 bonus health, and a third time to total 500 bonus health this match. So I use it once more, and now we're done with the bonus health objective and the playtime objective too. So far we've earned 70 proficiency in this match. I spend the rest of the match just trying to heal my team and get as many KOs and assists as I can. But unfortunately, it's turning out to be a tiny bit harder than I thought, because this enemy team stomps us. And when I go to check my progress, we have a total of 490 proficiency, just 10 shy of getting to Knight. So I jump in for one more match, and right now we aren't close on any of the objectives, so I seriously need to lock in on this match and somehow get one of these objectives done. And after I finish the match, I have a gut feeling that I got the final 10 proficiency we needed. I go to Ultron's proficiency page to check, and we've done it. We are officially a Knight with Ultron, and we're already at 20 out of the 1,200 proficiency needed to get to Captain. And it's only taken us 2 hours and 6 minutes of gameplay so far, meaning we are doing pretty good for time. So now with 21 hours left for us to Lord Ultron, it's time to get our Duelist to Knight. So let's see if we can win our very first game as Phoenix, having never played her ever before. And even though we don't know where Phoenix is on the hero select wheel, we still managed to clutch the insta-lock.
Am I just nice with it or what?
But as the match starts, I need to get my first KO before the enemy team takes me out. And as I nearly get a KO on the enemy Venom, he scurries away just before I can take him out. And as we capture the vehicle, I get a feeling something good is about to happen.
I'm getting my KO now, surely. There, I told you, I called it.
And we get another KO as we push the vehicle, leading me to charge up my ultimate ability and activate it for the first time.
I time to use my ult, I don't know what it does.
Whee! And we get no KOs with it. So after a bit of back and forth, the enemy team overextends, and someone on my team sneaks around to push the vehicle to the next checkpoint. I charge up my ultimate ability once again, activate it and go diving onto the enemy team. And this time we actually manage to get a KO with it. We follow that up with a few more KOs.
Come on bro, my shots are so bad. Oh, actually I take that back.
Allowing us to push the vehicle to the end. And we win our first match as Phoenix. And unfortunately, we earn 0 proficiency in our first match. So we jump into our next game, and we deal the 327 damage we needed to finish our damage dealt objective. We land 5 more final hits to finish that objective, and we trigger the remaining 36 spark explosions we needed to finish that objective, winning our second match in a row to earn us 30 proficiency. Just a small amount of 470 left to go. But unfortunately for us, things won't be as easy as those 2 first matches, as now this enemy Black Panther dives me and takes me out. Twice in a row.
What can I do? He just gets me.
Which really sucks, because if we're getting dove and taken out for half the game, we're unable to complete our objectives, which slows us down and makes me lose time. And to make things even worse, we get an enemy Thor who tries to dive me as well, but thankfully, I'm able to outplay him. And we also get our revenge on the enemy Black Panther, in one of the sweetest ways ever.
Tremble for what, bruh?
Leading us to gain some confidence back to take out the enemy Thor again. And we follow that up with a quadra KO.
Whoa, I'm kind kind of going crazy right now.
But even though we managed to turn the tide for a tiny bit, unfortunately it wasn't enough, and we lose that third match. But we were able to complete our damage objective, and now we are really close to completing 3 of our objectives. So in this next match, we need to deal just shy of 2000 damage, get 3 more final hits, and trigger 33 more spark explosions. And after our first round, we have some bad news, because we were only able to land 1 final hit in that first round. Thankfully, we get the remaining 2 final hits in the second round, and we were able to deal our damage and trigger our spark explosions too, meaning we completed each objective to earn us another 30 proficiency. We earn no proficiency in the next match, as it goes by super fast, and we only managed to scoop up 6 final hits and trigger a measly 14 explosions. Thankfully, in the next match, we only needed to deal 413 more damage, which we get done with ease. We follow that up with a match where I get close to 16,000 damage, mainly because we have a wild back and forth at the end of the game, allowing us to not only complete the damage objective twice, but also complete our other 2 objectives, earning us 40 proficiency in just 1 match. And even though we get absolutely steamrolled in our next match, I was able to trigger enough spark explosions to complete that objective. And now we're only 1 minute of playtime off a massive boost of 60 proficiency, so I try to do as well as I possibly can in this match, to hopefully complete some of my other objectives alongside the playtime one, in order to give us as big of a boost as I can. And we end up having our best game so far, getting 20 KOs and even outplaying the enemy Phoenix.
Get outplayed, bro. Literally get diffed on.
Allowing us to also complete our damage and final hit objectives too, earning us a whopping 80 proficiency in just 1 game. But that's when we're met with a bit of a challenge, as we have to go up against 3 flyers on the enemy team, an Ultron, Human Torch, and Iron Man, which if anyone's gone up against 3 flyers, you just know it's gonna be a bad time.
So hard to beat a freaking Iron Man, man. I lied.
And 3 flyers initially sounded like a bad thing, but as we continued this match, it actually turned out to be quite good, as I was able to do a bunch of aim training throughout the match, finishing my damage and explosion objectives too. We complete our damage objective in the next game, and then we land 1 more final hit, deal roughly 2000 more damage, and trigger our remaining 9 spark explosions, in order for us to complete all 3 objectives once again, and take us just over halfway to night. And that's when we have our best match so far, where we start the game with this pretty wild triple KO.
There we go, some final hits there. Oh, okay.
And we just land final hit after final hit after final hit. And even after the enemy team push onto the capture point, we just clean them up. The same goes for the second round, where we rack up a ton of KOs. And have the enemy team spawn trapped, leading us to win the game, complete our damage and final hit objectives.
I think I got MVP this match. Come on, chat. MVP, did we get it? Let's go.
And we even get MVP, with 29 KOs. We trigger the remaining 12 spark explosions in our next game, and now we just need 1 final hit to complete that objective once again. So I head into a match with the idea to sneak around and flank the enemy team, and I fail miserably. But I just walk back to the fight and lay into this Emma Frost to eventually take her out. We were also able to complete our damage objective too. And so far things seem pretty easy, and we're earning a ton of proficiency match after match. I mean, there's no chance things could get way harder than this, right? Thankfully, we are now only a measly 2 minutes of playtime off another boost of 60 proficiency, and we're pretty close on our other 3 objectives too. So if we can deal 313 more damage, land 5 more final hits, and trigger 31 more spark explosions, we could potentially earn a whopping 90 proficiency after this match. So as the match starts, and with all this pressure on me to perform this game, I get taken out, and so far, this ain't looking too good, meaning we could potentially waste some time here if we can't manage to turn things around. So as I'm walking back to the fight, I get 1 final hit, and as we're about to lose the round, I get my 2nd final hit. I get my 3rd final hit with a satisfying shot on a squirrel girl flying in the air, followed by another final hit on the enemy cloak and dagger. Now we just need 1 more, and boy did I have to work for this final KO, fighting this enemy Loki and his clones, using Phoenix's entire kit to thankfully take him out. And I swear with Phoenix, landing the final hit to take someone out is all about accuracy, and sometimes I just don't have it, which is why getting final hits with Phoenix can sometimes be so hard. And unfortunately we lose that match. But we earned the 90 proficiency we were going for, taking us up to 410 out of 500. We make no progress in the next match, and after that we finally get the new map. And because I've never seen this map in my life, I have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going. So I get taken out at the start of the round. I get taken out again.
Great.
And again. And I am doing so bad this match that this happens.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me? I just used my ult and the round ended. I'm an idiot. And the second round didn't go any better. So you guessed it, we lost that game. But don't you worry, because we'll be back to have an amazing game on that map very soon. And for some reason, this enemy Jeff has his nose sticking out of the spawn room, allowing me to continuously hit him and trigger 84 explosions throughout the match, helping us to complete that objective. We get 2 more final hits to complete that objective, then we play through 3 rounds of domination, earning us 40 points in just 1 game. And now we only need to complete 2 more objectives in order for us to hit Knight. We need to deal 6,558 more damage, get 8 more final hits, or trigger 4 more spark explosions. And after I get this pretty neat outplay on the enemy Black Widow, we finish that objective. And because I'm determined to win my rank up game, I get as many final hits as I possibly can. And we finish that match with a win.
Oh, there we go.
And would you look at that, we've done it. Now we're officially a Knight on Phoenix. And it only took us 2 hours and 48 minutes. And now it's time for us to get each role's hero from Knight to Captain. But in the next match, someone else loads in a bit faster than me and locks in Emma Frost before I could. So I play a game as Magneto, and I pull off this madness.
Oh my god, I just saved myself with my ult.
And if that wasn't a good enough reason to follow me on Twitch and come join one of my live streams, I don't know what is. And after that match, I noticed that I need to throw out more of my psychic spears. Because aside from playtime, blocking damage, and getting KOs, I also get proficiency points for using my E. So I fire up another game of domination, get some KOs, block some damage, throw out some spears, and win the first round. In the second round, I get some more KOs, block some more damage, and I throw out some more spears. And we win that match, leaving us with 160 out of 1,200 proficiency to get from Knight to Captain, meaning we got 110 proficiency points in that match we just played. And even though getting that many points makes things seem easy, we play through another match where nothing really crazy happens, and we make no progress at all. But we're super close to finishing 3 objectives. We just need to block 857 more damage, we need to get 12 more KOs, and seize control with my spear 1 more time. So we play through another match, and at the start of the game, we block our 857 damage, seize control once with our E, and get a bunch of KOs as I push the vehicle.
Need 6 more KOs.
So I activate my ultimate to get 1 KO, get a few more as we continue to push the vehicle, and now we need 3 more KOs before the match ends. So we scoop 1 up on the enemy Emma Frost and 1 on the enemy Jeff. We win that game, but unfortunately, we were 1 KO short of finishing the KO objective. I load up another match, get my 1 KO to finish the objective, win that match, and we go from 210 proficiency to 235. I jump back on the next day, where we are about to have a huge day of Emma Frost grinding. We stream for roughly 4 hours this day and make a ton of progress. But just my luck, we start the day off with my internet being a bit weird, and I have to go reset my router and restart the stream. But after a bit of technical difficulties, we're all sorted and back online. And I discovered that we jumped up to 260 proficiency. I join a game in progress and start by throwing my psychic spears out once again, and I managed to deny this Venom his ultimate and get a few more KOs to end up with a triple. It would have been a quad if this Spider-Man didn't run away. Look how close he was to getting taken out. We end up losing that match, but during it, I get this bright idea.
I might try a Doom match actually. Apparently that's a good way to get progress for Lord.
And after a few matches of me just playing as Emma Frost in quick play, I jump up to 495 proficiency. And now we're just shy of halfway through. So I decide to give Doom match a go. And it goes quite horribly. I don't get a single KO until close to the end of the match. So yeah, Doom match is not it. At least not for a Vanguard like me. So it's back to regular old quick play. And I play through a heap of games, where I win a match, win the match after that, and win the match after that. Lose the next match, lose the match after that, win the match after that, and get MVP 2, and win the next match after that. It's at this point we are on 830 proficiency out of the 1,200 needed to hit Captain. So I decide to hit up some conquest games, as I figure its low respawn timers and intense action can help boost my damage blocked, KOs, and use of my psychic spheres, faster than in quick play. So I run a bunch of conquest matches, game after game after game. And it's working. These matches are quick, getting my playtime up, helping me get KOs, blocking damage, and getting easy points with my spears. And after playing 8 matches of Conquest, which are about 5 minutes each, we go from 830 proficiency all the way up to 1005. but there's only so much conquest a man can play. So we run it back to quick play, and after our first match of quick play, we get to 1030 proficiency, and after our second match, we haven't made any progress, but we are super close on blocking damage, reaching KOs, and using our spears. So after a quick play game of domination, we end up on 1105 proficiency, and that's when I noticed that I'm 6 minutes off my hero usage time objective. So I load up a match of conquest, but I do really badly, and because of my horrible performance, we get absolutely 0 proficiency that match. But now we need just 2 minutes of playtime and 3 spears to get 85 proficiency. So I play through another match of quick play and we finish both objectives. And now we need just 10 proficiency to get from knight to captain. And we are closest to getting 8 spears in order to get 25 proficiency. So back in we go for one more match. And as I get spear after spear after spear, I end up going pretty ham in this match, and I get MVP with 32 KOs and 2 deaths. And after the match, we get the little pop-up to indicate that we ranked up from knight to captain. I back out of the lobby and check Emma Frost's proficiency page, and there it is, captain rank with Emma Frost. And getting to captain took us 8 hours and 27 minutes of gaming, meaning we are halfway through the ranks in order for us to get Lord on Emma Frost. So let's jump back to Ultron and get him to captain as well. And now the objectives have gotten harder to complete. We need to reach 25,000 healing, achieve a combination of 65 KOs and assists, and give out 10,000 bonus health. And completing each objective will now also give us 25 proficiency instead of 10. And seeing as I was multi-streaming this on my YouTube and Twitch, someone came into my stream and gave me a little tip on Ultron, showing me how to reload cancel. So let me show you. Pretty much all you need to do is melee when the reload bar gets around halfway. So that could be the difference in the heat of battle. And now that we are armed with this knowledge that sets us apart from the rest of the Ultrons in the world, I load into a game and someone beats me to locking in Ultron. But I get him in the next game. And we win a pretty standard match of Convergence, which unfortunately we didn't earn any proficiency from. And in the next match, I get recognized by a viewer, which was pretty cool. And because I love my viewers and appreciate all the support you guys give me, I did what any normal person would do when they see their fans. I take him out and beat him at the video game. So shout out to you if you're watching this. Actually, wait, I take that back. What a weirdo. And beating up one of my viewers helped me finish the KO and assist objective, netting us 25 proficiency. And in our next match, after the enemy Hawkeye shot me in my noggin, my team and I did super well to hold back the enemy team, not allowing them to push the vehicle to the first checkpoint. I'll be the one doing the exterminating here, buddy. Just give me a second. There we go. And after a quick 5-minute victory, I get another MVP. But sadly, we made no progress that match. And in the match after that, someone beats me to the insta-lock again. So I rage quit out of the game. For the next match, we practically walk the vehicle in. And just before we win the game, the enemy Captain America does the silliest thing. Oh my god. I land quite a few KOs in the next match, and even managed to get a KO with a melee on an Iron Fist who just wouldn't leave me alone. I hope he liked a taste of his own medicine. Then I follow that up with an Ultron ultimate to take out a few more enemies, allowing us to walk the vehicle in and win the game, completing 2 objectives to earn us 50 proficiency. And you just know, once you win 2 games in a row, the Marvel Rivals developers are putting together a crack team to make sure you lose your next match. Bro, I'm getting targeted like crazy. Can someone help me out? For the love of God. Okay. And I get targeted again and again. God damn. So we lose that match and earn no proficiency. Thank you very much, Marvel Rivals developers. Then this guy insta-locks Ultron and says that if I call him daddy, he'll give me Ultron, which I totally didn't do, by the way. And to make matters even worse, we get steamrolled in the next match, resulting in another loss and making no proficiency progress. And now this is bad, because we are losing some serious time here by not making any progress in these last 2 games. But now we're a mere 4 minutes off completing our playtime objectives, as well as needing 8,116 more healing, 34 more KOs or assists, and 200 more bonus health to complete each proficiency objective worth 25 points. So we could be in for 135 proficiency points of progress after this next match, which could catch us back up to speed. And after I dealt with this Iron Fist trying to get my Iron Man in me, help me Iron Man, I tried to help you, help me back! I knew I had my objectives in the bag. I wasn't even scared actually, dude. I was chilling the whole time. That whole time where I was acting like I was scared of Iron Fist, and I wasn't. I had that under control. And if that Iron Fist was annoying in the first round, well, he was just as annoying in the second one. Thankfully, we win that match, completing every objective but one, which earns us 110 proficiency. And the only objective we didn't complete was the KO and assist one, where we were just 6 short. And as I'm trying to get my 6 KOs or assists as fast as we possibly could, the enemy Hulk decided it was a good time to unlock a new fear in my life. Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy shit. I didn't even see him. The sound effect it made too, when he knocked me down, that was actually like a jump scare. And we end up having this insane end of a match, where the enemy team and mine fought back and forth in overtime for just shy of 3 minutes. Unfortunately, we lose because their Hulk was goated on the sticks. And do you want to know how much healing we did in that game of quick play? Just a tiny amount of 20,664, earning us 50 proficiency from that match, by not only completing the KO or assist objective, but for also completing the bonus health one too. So that 3-minute overtime gave us the extra time to earn more proficiency. And do you remember how I mentioned before that I've been live streaming this whole speedrun? Well, I invited some viewers who were watching the live stream to come play with me. But we didn't just assemble any old team. No, we assembled the team. And unfortunately, we lost all 5 games we played because we kind of ran into a problem. You see, I live in Australia, the most furthest country from the rest of the world of gamers. So if anyone wants to join from any other part of the world, they are going to have a bad time with their connection. I mean, look at my connection to the servers you probably play on. But those 5 losses weren't even the worst thing, because it would be even worse if I lost 5 matches and you weren't even subscribed to the channel. So make sure to subscribe. And those 5 losses took us from 280 proficiency to 380, which is kinda slow, meaning we definitely lost some time here. And although that was fun, now we only have 19 hours and 35 minutes left. And after 5 losses in a row, I really needed to get a victory. So I get hungry for a ton of KOs. And I remember how it feels to win again, earning us 50 proficiency. And now we just need 1 tiny minute of playtime to earn another 60 proficiency. So we complete another match, earning us 85 proficiency, as we were also 6 KOs or assists off completing that objective, taking us up to 515. We finished the healing objective for another 25 proficiency, finished the bonus health one for another 25, and even finished the KO and assist objective in the next match. Then I have a wild game where I get MVP with 27 KOs, 5 deaths, and 23 assists, completing each of the objectives worth 25 points, taking us up to 665, now officially more than halfway to captain. And so I run a few more games with viewers, where I lose 1 game, lose the second game, and lose the third game too. But after that, I have another phenomenal match, where I get MVP with 24 KOs, 6 deaths, and 28 assists, completing each of the 25-point objectives once again, taking us to 875 proficiency. And now with just 18 hours and 54 minutes left, we are 325 proficiency off from reaching captain, which might seem like plenty of time, but once we get to captain, things are going to get a whole lot harder. But things begin to look a lot harder, a lot quicker than I thought, because this Black Widow keeps taking me out, and we play through a whole 2 matches and make no progress at all, only to then complete all 3 objectives worth 25 points, taking us up to 950. And after we complete another 2 matches, we earn another 50 proficiency, taking us up to 1000. And we are 1 minute of playtime away from earning a nice boost of 60 proficiency as well. Honestly, the amount of times I'm super close, or like 1 minute away from completing the playtime objective, is actually a joke. So we complete a match to get our 1 minute of playtime, and we check our proficiency page to see that we are at 1085. So that means we would need to complete 5 more of these objectives worth 25 points in order for us to reach captain. So we complete our healing objective and bonus health objectives in our next match, netting us 50 points and taking us up to 1135. We make no progress in the next match, but now we only need 3 more KOs and assists to complete that objective. So I grab those as quickly as I can in the next match, while being scared that this enemy Hulk is going to grab me and pull me back down to the ground. We finish that match to earn another 25 points, and now that we have 40 proficiency points left to become captain, we need to complete 2 more objectives. And would you look at that, we are only 3,605 off reaching 25,000 healing, and 881 off reaching 10,000 bonus health. So that's exactly what we aim for in our next game, and we get our asses handed to us. But that's all fine, because once we check our proficiency page, we find that we've reached captain, and that we've unlocked a brand new KO prompt.
which now means that we are halfway through the ranks. And now we only have 17 hours and 24 minutes left to reach Lord with Ultron, meaning it's time to get our Duelist to Captain 2. And things just continue to get better from there, as we win our first game as a knight, with a flawless match where we don't die a single time, and rack up a 20 KO streak, which earned us a grand total of 0 proficiency. We complete our playtime objective in the next match, and after 2 games of completing no standard objectives, it begins to dawn on me how hard things have gotten already. Because in this next match, we were only able to complete our damage dealt objective, which has gone from 11,000 up to 28,000, more than double what we needed in Agent. But now we earn 25 points each time we complete them. Then we're able to finish our final hit objective, which has gone from 12 up to 30. Nice. And we're able to finish our Spark Explosions objective too, which has gone from needing 80 up to 200, which is quite a jump already. And even though we do super well and get another MVP, I still feel how hard it's already gotten for us to earn points. And on top of our objectives being harder to complete, we get Phoenix insta-locked and taken away from us. So I do the only thing I know to try and get Phoenix back.
Please bro, please don't have Jean Grey, please, Phoenix, please.
So to the person who let me play Phoenix, I wish you many blessings on your entire lineage. And even though we had a bit of a funky match,
oh, I did not mean to hit that box.
That kindness of letting me play Phoenix allowed us to complete our damage objective. And after playing as Phoenix for so long, I finally feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. And we were able to get the 2 final hits we needed. But little did we know that we were going to get even better playing as Phoenix, and become an absolute beast very soon. I also start to appreciate big tanks like the Thing, who let me shoot at them over and over again, allowing me to easily farm my Spark Explosions. And we finish our playtime objective once more. That's when we have this insane end of the match, where my team is holding on for dear life, trying to prevent the enemy team from pushing their vehicle an extra meter or 2. And when we get moments like these, we're often able to do a lot of damage, which helped us finish that objective. And now we only need to trigger 5 more Spark Explosions in our next match, and because this match of domination went for 3 rounds, we were also able to get exactly the 12 final hits we needed. We get the remaining 713 damage we need in the next match, and so far we've only played 33 matches with Phoenix.
Oh my... Bro, what happened? The game just glitched. That's a visual glitch. What the hell, man?
But I get the last laugh as I was able to finish our explosions. And there is something so satisfying about shooting down flyers with Phoenix, because every few matches, I get a game where my shots are on point. And damn does it feel good. Almost as good as completing our damage objective. In our next match, we get more than the 7 final hits and 2 minutes of playtime we needed to complete both of those objectives, earning us 85 points. And just like in my Ultron Lord speedrun video, I am still scared of the enemy Hulk grabbing me and plonking me on the ground.
Ah! No! He freaking got me, goddammit.
And somehow, I managed to pull off this satisfying chain reaction of explosions.
Oh my goodness, what the heck was that? I just did so much damage. That was wild.
Helping us finish our damage and spark objectives. And speaking of pulling off something that's satisfying, I have a game where I get 16 final hits to finish that objective, followed by our damage one, and then followed by our explosions. And as viewers came into the stream asking me for tips to help them with their own Phoenix Lord grind, I go on to explain how best to use her ultimate, which is to mark enemies with sparks before diving into them. And as I go to show them exactly what I mean, this happens.
Oh, don't hit the building. That's a pro tip for sure.
Thankfully, we redeem ourselves by finishing our damage objective, and after getting 1 KO at the start of the next match, we get taken out to ragdoll in the funniest way. Then we have a wild match where we earn ourselves 17 final hits to not only finish off that objective, but also our playtime one too, earning ourselves another decent boost of 85 points. And now that we're on the home stretch tonight, we just play game after game after game, getting objectives done every chance we get. And you wouldn't believe what I did again. I activated my ultimate to fly right into the map. I swear these Marvel Rivals developers are all sitting together in a room laughing at me right now. But we get our playtime objective and explosions done in our next match, for another boost of 85 points.
You gotta hit the born again with the old bro.
And after checking my proficiency page, it kinda made me a bit scared for the rest of this speedrun, because I realized that getting 200 spark explosions has been a bit of a chore so far. and at the moment, it takes me 3 or 4 games to complete that specific Spark Explosion objective, which makes me scared for once we reach Captain, and even more scared for when we hit Centurion. I mean, the amount of Spark Explosions we're gonna need is only gonna get higher, meaning it's gonna take even longer to complete each time. And after every match we played, this realization started to really bring my mood down, and it seemed like this grind was gonna be impossible. But as we've been inching closer, I remembered what was just around the corner when we reached Captain. And do you want to know what that is? A brand new, cooler looking KO prompt. And we finish a match to earn another 25 points, leaving us to now only need 5 more points to get Captain. 5 measly points. And luckily for us, we are close to finishing each objective, meaning we will 100% get to Captain after this next match. But of course, as we load into our last game as a knight, someone beats me to the insta-lock. Just my luck. And after we ask nicely if we can have it, we get to play as Phoenix, only to get taken out at the start of the match. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do much at all in that first round, so now we need to win this second round. Otherwise, we are going to lose our rank up game. We managed to capture the point at the start of the second round, and we hit the shoot melee combo on the enemy Magneto to take him out, which unfortunately doesn't work when I try it again in overtime. And thankfully, my team clutches it up. And now this third and final round is make or break. If we don't win this round, we lose our rank up game, which will be so embarrassing for me, because I know all you watching right now will take any chance to make fun of me. So I start the final round by laying into the enemy team, allowing us to capture the point right off the bat. Surely we can't lose from here, right? And as the enemy team push onto the capture point, they unleash all their ultimates to take out our team and capture it back. So as things begin to look bad for us, we charge back in with our own ultimates, take back the point, and we win our rank up game.
Hey, we did it! We are Captain.
And we've done it. Ooh. And getting to Captain took us 62 matches, which leaves us with only 14 hours and 30 minutes left to speedrun to Lord on Phoenix, which right now is making me a bit scared that I might lose the time limit challenge. But before that, we need to get Emma Frost to Centurion. But now we need 2,000 proficiency to get from Captain to Centurion. And seeing as we're at the halfway mark, this is a great chance for me to ask you a question. Have you gotten Lord on any heroes in Marvel Rivals? And if so, what heroes do you have Lord on? Also, how long did it take you to get Lord on the heroes you have it on? Let me know in the comments below. And good news, we already have 40 out of the 2,000 proficiency needed to get to Centurion. And even more good news, each objective's criteria is higher, but now we get 40 proficiency each time we complete an objective. But even with all this good news, we got some bad news right around the corner. I jump into another match, and would you look at that? I got a new KO animation.
Oh damn, my KOs are different now.
And in the next match, Venom throws it back before the game starts. And I really start to appreciate the new KO animation.
Damn, the blue KOs look so nice.
Our hard work and grinding has paid off. And while I was in this match, I noticed that I have 17 KOs and 0 deaths. So I give myself the challenge to win the game without dying, and then I died, but not after getting a 19 KO streak. We win that match, and now we have 80 proficiency, so it's back to the grind, and that means I'm back to throwing out psychic spears, blocking damage, and getting KOs. And in this match, this Namor had the funkiest crosshair I've ever seen. Seriously, what is that, brother man? I kick Captain America off the edge, we get 12,000 damage blocked, 5 KOs, and 11 psychic spears in that match. And we end that stream with Emma Frost on 80 out of 2,000 proficiency needed. I start up another gaming session later that night with a few matches of Conquest, which boosts our proficiency up to 200. I take a tiny break to pee pee poo poo, and then hit up some more Conquest matches, which takes our proficiency up to 420, and that's the funny weed number. It's at this point my focus and drive takes a bit of a hit. I want to keep playing, and I want to keep getting proficiency on Emma Frost. But man, it is starting to become a struggle to just keep playing the same hero over and over and over again. And I used to get at least an objective done every match, but now that our objectives require more to complete them, sometimes it becomes more like every 2 matches. So the positive feedback loop of getting a number to go higher is a bit slower than before. Each match I play, I'm just trying to block damage, get as many KOs as I can, and land my spears. And now with this serious dip in my focus, I start missing my spears big time. So, in order to take the edge off things, I just play as Emma Frost while I watch a bunch of TV on my second monitor. And this strategy kinda works. I don't really record all the games, but I record my proficiency progress after each match. And now we start climbing quickly. A quick play match gets us to 500. Another quick play match gets us to 540. We play one more and get to 580.
And after playing one more quick play match, we hit all 4 objectives, giving us a staggering 180 proficiency points and getting us up to 760. Then I play an absolutely insane match where I get 45 KOs. And just to remind you, every time we hit 60 KOs with Emma Frost, we get 40 proficiency points. And after this match, we get 120 proficiency points, which takes us up to 880. I go through a bunch more games of quick play as I watch a bunch of TV on my other monitor. And after a full day of gaming, now we only have 860 more proficiency left to go in order to obtain the Centurion rank on Emma Frost. We start off the day with a game of Conquest, but we make no progress in that match. And we still need to block 10,875 more damage, we need 21 more KOs, and we need to hit 12 more spears. Then we run a game of quick play, where we complete our block damage and spear objectives, giving us 80 proficiency, and taking us to 1,220 proficiency in total. In the next match, we get 16 KOs. And I just want to highlight this hilarious clip that happened during the match. Oh my god, enemy Emma Frost just got deleted. What? Whoa! That is very, very cheeky. We finish the match and get 40 proficiency for getting that KO objective done. And now we just need 7 minutes of playtime to get a whopping 60 proficiency. And lucky us, our next game is a match of domination. And these matches tend to go for a while, so hopefully we get the 7 minutes we need. And after 3 rounds of domination, we get it, along with the spear objective, taking us up to 1,360. We get no progress in the next match, then we hit the spear objective again and get another 40 proficiency, taking us to 1,400. But during that match, we also get close to our other objectives, as we need to block a measly 7,076 damage, get 2 more KOs, and get 11 more spears. So this next match could be big. We end up getting our ass whooped in that game, but we hit our 3 objectives and we get 120 proficiency, taking us up to 1,520. After one match of quick play, we make no progress, but then after a domination match, we get 140 proficiency, taking us up to 1,660. And after another match of domination, we're up to 1,700, 300 proficiency left. A match of convoy takes us to 1,780. Then a match where I don't even die once and get 24 KOs takes us to 1,820. One more match and we're at 1,860. Another match and we're at 1,940, which is great because if we get just 4 more minutes of hero usage time, we'll get 60 proficiency, which will take us to 2,000. So I load up a match of Conquest. All these games are literally 4 minutes each. And as I'm so damn close to hitting Centurion, I decide to go hard this match. I want to take out as many people as I can because this is the match I rank up. So it better be a good one. Oh my god, I'm playing literally a freaking melee game. And we finish the match. Please, please, please. It should pop up right here. Do we get it? Where is it? Hey. It should be right here. And for some reason, my Centurion rank up doesn't show up post-match. So I check Emma Frost's proficiency page. And now we need just 1 more minute of hero usage time. 1 tiny little minute. So hop into another match of Conquest, finish that match, and there it is. The rank up finally appears. I check the proficiency page for Emma Frost again, and we've done it. We've hit Centurion. So now let's hit Centurion with Ultron. I take out the enemy Ultron and we get to see the new KO prompt in action for the first time. Oh, the new KO prompt! And damn, how good does that look? I even get to hear the funniest ultimate cancel on the enemy Ultron. Extermination! Bro went exterminate. Oh. And the new KO prompt looks just as nice in the next match too. Oh, and wait a second. I have the Extron skin for Ultron. I had a bunch of those blue currency thingies lying around and I've never used them since the game launched. So I thought if I'm going to be playing roughly 24 hours of Ultron, I may as well do it in style. And speaking of style, this new KO prompt gets me excited to reach Centurion and unlock the next one. We finished that game to find we've completed our playtime objective and our KO or assist one too, earning us 100 proficiency. Also, what the heck? I thought skins get wins. I literally bought the Extron skin and I didn't even win my first match after buying it. Thankfully, we win the next game. We even get our healing and bonus health objectives done too. And I even get MVP, taking us up to 190. We make no progress in our next 2 games. But now we can earn 80 proficiency if we get 19 KOs or assists, and 4,925 bonus health. And so after 3 rounds of domination, we get our KOs and assists, and dish out as much bonus health as we could, to earn us another 80 points. We finish our healing objective in the next match, and make no progress in the one after that. But then we go pretty crazy, and finish a match with 21 KOs and 26 assists, while also taking out this poor Punisher who just activated his ultimate.
Judge, jury, excellent, helping us to not only finish our KO objective, but for us to also finish the playtime one too, netting us 100 proficiency. After that, we play another flawless game of domination, where I don't get taken out a single time, finishing the match as MVP with 17 KOs, 0 deaths, and 21 assists. See, I knew it. Skins do make you better at the game. And we complete our bonus health objective for another 40 points, totaling 450 so far. We win our next match, but we make no progress. And now we are only 3 KOs or assists, as well as 7,628 healing off from completing 2 objectives. And I really want to get these 2 done in this next match. So before the game starts, I hit my team with a little bit of wisdom, which they seem to appreciate. And now that I've rallied the troops, we get 1 assist, get 1 KO, nice, and then get 1 more assist to complete that objective. I spend the rest of the round throwing my drone out to heal my teammates, earning way more healing than we needed. And we complete both of the objectives we were aiming for, taking us up to 530. And I think my gameplay is starting to get a little bit rusty, because I've lost track of how many hours I've just been playing as Ultron. Oh my god, I can't aim. Oh yes I can, I'll take that back. But even with me missing a bunch of shots, I still managed to finish the bonus health objective, scoring us another 40 points. And now I'm hitting that same point I hit when I was grinding to Lord on Emma Frost, where my gameplay is rusty as heck. And after most matches, I end up making no progress. Have I been on 570 for 3 games in a row? I'm going insane, I've hit a plateau, dude, I've hit a wall. Oh my goodness, bruh. Thankfully, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, because in this next match, we only need 5 more minutes of playtime, 10,386 more healing, 7 more KOs or assists, and 6,441 more bonus health, which is all possible to do in just 1 game, meaning we could potentially earn a staggering 180 proficiency in this match. So we get our 5 KOs and assists done, and our 5 minutes of playtime too. We spend the rest of the game healing our teammates, and dishing out as much bonus health as we can. And we end up earning 140 proficiency, just a tiny amount of 856 bonus health, off from completing every objective. So back in we go to pass out some more bonus health, get MVP, and for us to earn another 40 proficiency, to jump us up to 750. And after 3 rounds of domination in Wakanda, we complete our KO and assist objective again, to take us up to 790. And that's when I come across this enemy Ultron. Oh my god, I can't aim! What the? How is bro moving like that? Who is moving around so damn fast, which made me realize he's probably doing something so it's easier for him to move around like that. So I head to the practice range and bind my ascend and descend keys to my extra mouse buttons, and I give it a try, which honestly unlocks some secret sauce. And now that I'm armed with these insane strats and movement binds that would make most enemy Ultrons cower in fear, just like I did in the last match, as well as everything I've learnt while playing as Ultron for hours and hours, I start flying through these games, completing the same objectives over and over and over again. Nice. And after playing as Ultron for 10 hours and 12 minutes, we only have 13 hours and 48 minutes left to earn the remaining 950 proficiency to get to Centurion. And this has been such a grind. Also, if there's ever an enemy Iron Fist trying to take you or your flying teammate down, just pop your healing drone on someone close to you, and then dash into them to get some sustained healing on the both of you. Another cool thing I've learned is that if you're ever stuck in a match where your team can't push the vehicle, why is he playing tic-tac-toe? Try to find a sneaky way around the enemy healer's backline, then use your ultimate to spray them down. And even if you just take one enemy out, you'll still be at an advantage, and your team will be able to push the vehicle to the next checkpoint, unless you solo queue into a team like I usually get. Brother, who is shooting me? Stop that. Come on, man! Let me kill this guy! Ah! And we end up getting MVP that match, earning us another 40 proficiency. And win or lose, I love domination matches that go for 3 rounds, because they help me farm my objectives. And after we lose a game of 1, we earn another 80 points. Yes, 1,170. And when someone beats me to the insta-lock, I try another tactic I have up my sleeve. Please let me have him. Please. And he doesn't give it to me. So I let my anger out in the next match by not letting the enemy team capture the vehicle, ending the match with a triple KO, getting me MVP, and we went so crazy that we earn a total of 0 points. But that's alright, because after this Hulk does a drive-by slam to take me out, we make it to 1,230. And at this point, I really start to hit a wall, because this is a serious grind, and I'm just playing game after game after game.
because in some matches I earn proficiency and make some progress, but in most other matches I don't make any progress at all. So once I get to 1570 proficiency, I check my playtime, and turns out we've been playing Ultron for nearly 12 hours now. That's half a day straight of just playing as Ultron. But that's when I remembered what's around the corner in store for me once we hit Centurion. And do you want to know what that is? A brand new, cooler looking KO prompt. So I fly through 2 matches to finish my bonus health objective, then smash my healing objective, get 2 more KOs to finish that objective, fly through a long ass 16-minute game of 3 rounds of domination to finish my playtime and bonus health objectives. Then I fly through another 2 matches and manage to finish all 3 objectives worth 40 points, which takes me up to 1910, just 90 points short from hitting Centurion. So I go on an absolute tear through 2 whole matches, trying to score as much points as I can towards these objectives. And that takes me up to 1950, just 50 points shy of hitting Centurion. So I'll have to complete 2 more objectives to get this done. And would you look at that, we are close on both my healing and bonus health objectives once again. So as I focus on dishing out some healing and bonus health, I also go for as many KOs as I possibly can get, because I want this match that takes me to Centurion to be a win. So we walk the vehicle in, I get MVP, then I check my proficiency page, and there it is. We've reached Centurion, and we've unlocked that brand new KO prompt. And god damn, how nice does it look? So let's get to Centurion with Phoenix to unlock her KO prompt too. And would you look at our new KO prompt? Oh, how's that new KO look, guys? Damn. That was definitely worth all the mental torture we've put ourselves through so far. And after a good start to our first match as captain, I get taken out in the silliest way, sacrificing my life for my Jeff. Oh my god. I literally just walked into the deflection right then. Look at this. I just walked in front of it. And I always say that I have terrible luck in video games, so you wouldn't believe me unless I showed you. But I walk in front of the enemy Mr. Fantastic once again. No, he did it to me again! Did I walk in front of that, or did he aim that at me? Please tell me he aimed that at me, I didn't walk in front of it. I walked in front of it again, bro. And after our second game as captain, we were able to finish our damage objective, which has gone up from 28,000 to 45,000. Then we finish our playtime objective. And after a match where we only get 1 final hit, we play another and get 17 to finish off that objective, with the final hit mission now requiring 50 instead of 30. And do you remember how I said longer matches help us make more progress? Well, in this game we get 2 quadra KOs in the first round. And after 2 more rounds of domination, we were able to farm a bunch of spark explosions to finish that objective, which has gone up from 200 to 320, while also completing our damage objective too. And it's only after we play through 4 more games that we were able to make some more progress, completing every objective but our spark explosions to earn a massive boost of 140 points. Whoa, we just got 140 proficiency. What the heck? And after 2 more matches, we get recognized by a viewer who actually beat me to the insta-lock, but let me have Phoenix after I asked for it, only for me to walk into an Emma Frost and get taken out. Oh, I think I literally just walked into that. No, I think I literally just gave my life away. But thanks to my viewer, it allowed us to finally get the remaining spark explosions we needed. That's when we have what may possibly be one of my funniest interactions with a viewer I've ever had.
Oh my god. Is this the real Pitesh?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, bro, am I going in the video?
You can go in the video.
Oh my god! I'm so happy you're gonna fly! Let's go, bro! Get off that map, Wolverine! This is my happy moment now! Let's go!
Bro got so excited he went to throw Wolverine off the side of the map. So after getting recognized 2 games in a row, I thought to myself, am I making it out of the wood? We play through 2 more matches to finish our damage and final hit objectives to bring us up to 1/4 of the way through Captain. And as we complete objective after objective after objective, it really started to occur to me how much harder getting Lord on Phoenix was going to be. And a Spider-Man trying to pull me off the map made things even worse. Nice try, bucko. Especially with how much slower I am making progress compared to when I got Lord on Emma Frost and Ultron. I have 2 options. I can sit around and complain about how difficult things are getting. Oh my god, the freaking things on the map, bro, are so annoying. Or I could simply just get better at playing Phoenix. And you can probably guess which option I chose. I am going to sit around and complain about things. I'm just joking. I simply got better at Phoenix. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Groot. I did not mean for you to jump off the side of the map to your death. I feel actually so bad for that. That's actually kind of messed up for me, no?
Playing way more aggressively and at mid-range, tying in my shoot melee combo on enemies to take them down super quickly, as well as being fully aware of her entire kit to even get KOs and outplays with Phoenix's teleport ability, which if you didn't know by now, leaves behind an explosion. And with a brand new, even better looking KO prompt becoming increasingly more obtainable after each objective, the combo of getting that and getting better at Phoenix lit a flame inside of me.
Damn, those explosions are sick.
And now in most games, my accuracy is within the 40% range, whereas when we were an agent and knight, my accuracy was like 30%. And after we finish another match, we get another massive boost of 140 proficiency. So now with my improved accuracy, I'm able to land more final hits to finish that objective more often, because beforehand my shots were bad and I'd often fail to get that final hit or have my final hits stolen by my teammates, which is quite annoying, especially when you need them to earn proficiency. And now that we have 520 points left to reach Centurion, and the fact that we've leveled up our Phoenix gameplay, we hit the game's double time, getting objectives done one after the other. And now that we're only 40 points away from reaching Centurion, we are close on both our damage and spark explosion objectives. And we all know the drill by now. We have to win our rank up game. So of course, we have an enemy Emma Frost that always has a shield up to stop me from getting the hits I need for my spark explosions. Thankfully, that can't stop me from using my ultimate, and we're able to push to the first checkpoint. So as we have plenty of time left for us to push, I start to spend some time farming some explosions, which helps us get to the next checkpoint. And as the enemy Penny Parker charges in to defend the vehicle, my Wolverine says no and kidnaps her, allowing us to win the game.
Oh, we did it. We've done it. We're Centurion. Oh my God, would you look at that?
And getting from Agent to Centurion has taken us 17.5 hours so far, which is kind of freaking me out for my time limit challenge. But we'll come back to that later, because now it's time for us to get Emma Frost to Lord. And now that we're Centurion, our objectives are even higher. Our block damage objective goes from 85,000 to 110,000. Our KO objective goes from 60 to 75, and our spear objective goes from 24 to 30. But now we get 50 proficiency each time we complete them. And so begins our final push. Now we need a whopping 2,400 proficiency points to complete our speedrun and get to Lord rank on Emma Frost, and to show off how unemployed we are with her Lord icon. And if you thought our progress was slow before, well, it's even slower now. And of course, we're met with horrible news in our first match as a Centurion. Some dude wants to go 5 Vanguards for our first match, so I go along with it thinking maybe this guy's cooking. Anyway, we lost that game. But in the next match, we join a game in progress, which we lose as well. But we complete our spear objective and get to 50 proficiency. Now we only got a tiny amount of 2,350 proficiency left, and we'll be at Lord rank. In our next game, I kick the enemy Black Panther into a tree, and I gotta say, the kicking KOs are so satisfying. But it's even sweeter now with our updated KO animations. And after that match, we make it to 100 proficiency. We run through a bunch of games of quick play, playing for roughly 2 hours where nothing too interesting happens, aside from me talking to chat. And that takes us up to 460 proficiency. I decide to take a 2-day break in order to reset and stop myself from just continuously playing Emma Frost and trying to hit objectives in every match. I'm sure you other Lord grinders would know how mentally taxing this grind can be. But after a bit of rest, I come back recharged and ready to continue the grind. With only 1,940 proficiency left to go, we need close to the same amount of proficiency that it took to go from Captain to Centurion. And so begins our uphill battle. And for our first game of the day, we hit our spear objective to get 50 proficiency, to take us to 510. And after the next match, we hit our KO objective for another 50 proficiency, which takes us up to 560. We get no progress in the next match, but in the match after that, we hit 3 objectives and we earn 160 proficiency, which takes us up to 720. One more match takes us up to 770. We make no progress in the match after that, or the match after that. But after the following match, we get to 870. In the match after that, we make no progress, and this is where things start to take a turn. Because sometimes I'll play a match or two and get no progress, mainly due to the higher amount of criteria needed to complete these objectives. And I've been playing Emma Frost day in and day out, so this grind is getting repetitive as hell. So to speed things up a bit, we win a match, win the match after that, lose the match after that, and that takes us to 1,080 proficiency. I decide to take a bit of a break, but I come back and do my second monitor strat once again, and we go from 1,080 to 1,130, and then to 1,180. Then we hit all 4 objectives, and that takes us to 1,390. And then we repeat the process over
and over again. And we end the day on 1,750. Unfortunately, there really isn't anything interesting happening in these games, other than me just locking in as Emma Frost. I honestly wish there was something cool I could be showing you all. I wake up the next day and check my game time. Turns out that we've been playing as Emma Frost for 16 hours and 12 minutes so far. We play a game and get to 1,850. We play through another game to get to 2,010. Now we're in the end game. We are 390 proficiency points away from getting Lord on Emma Frost. We are so damn close at this point. I can almost feel it. And after one more game, we hit 2,110. And after one more match, we end the day on 2,160. And look at our objectives. We need 13 more minutes of playtime, we need to block 20,187 more damage, get 9 more KOs, and land 13 more spears. And here we are, the final day. Today is the day that your boy Pitesh is hitting Lord on Emma Frost. And we have come so damn far. I load up another match, and I try hard to lock in, but we only managed to get the KO objective, which takes us up to 2,210 proficiency. But now we only need to play Emma Frost for another 6 minutes. We need to block 5,633 more damage, and we need to land 2 more spears. And if we can complete those objectives in this next match, we'll earn 160 proficiency, and that will take us to 2,370, just 30 proficiency shy from getting Lord. So I jump back into one more match, block my 5,000 damage, land 2 spears, and this match lasted 7 minutes. So I back out to see if we hit all 3 objectives, and we did. Now we're on 2,370 proficiency. Only 30 more proficiency and we'll be Lord on Emma Frost. But now I gotta think, what's the fastest way I could get to Lord? Which objective should I prioritize? And that's when I realized that the playtime one will take the longest. And same goes for the damage blocked. Getting 75 KOs could take me a while, but I'd only need to land 23 more spears, which is honestly quite doable if I have a good match. So that's our main focus in this next match. I camp outside the enemy spawn room to throw a spear at them as soon as they come out. I missed. No. But after that, I land spear after spear after spear. And we didn't go crazy, but we end up with 9 spears that match. Just 14 more and we'll be Lord. So now, for our final game, we need to lock in and focus on getting 14 spears. And unlike our last game, I actually land my first spear of the match. I go on to land a bunch more, and I was so locked in this match that I forgot to press tab to see how many spears we got while I was defending the vehicle.
Lord? Should pop up right here. Come on, give it to me. I didn't get it.
I back out to check our progress, and you wouldn't believe it. I need 1 more spear to reach Lord. So I load into what should be my final match.
Who's the lucky guy, huh?
And I miss my spear on the first enemy I see. Just my luck. And I missed my second one too.
I missed again.
And you guessed it, I missed my third one too. But luckily for me, it hit someone behind the person I was aiming for. We go on to lose that match, which sucks because it would have been nice to win the match we got Lord on.
Alright, it should pop up right here, surely. Come on. Oh my god, it popped up. There we go.
And there it is. I back out of the lobby and check Emma Frost's proficiency page. We got it.
Oh my god, that's elite.
And how cool is that? And it only took me 18 hours and 36 minutes of playtime. And of course, now with my new Emma Frost Lord icon, I gotta go show it off.
Wait, guys, press tab. Look at my icon.
And it turns out people don't really respect the unemployed life. So please like the video to make me feel better about myself. And now to feel better about myself, we are gonna get Lord on Ultron as well. But as we all know, as soon as we hit a higher rank, it gets even harder than before to make any progress. And now we have to earn 2,400 proficiency points to hit Lord. We also now need to earn 54,000 healing instead of 42,000, 130 KOs or assists instead of 100, and 20,000 bonus health instead of 16,000. With each of these objectives now giving us 50 points instead of 40. And in our first match as a Centurion, I take out an enemy to see our new KO prompt in action. And does that look good or what? We finish our playtime objective in this match, taking us up to 90 proficiency. And to show you how difficult making any progress is in Centurion, we earn no points at all from playing 3 whole matches, only to then finish each objective worth 50 points after my 4th match. taking us up to 240 proficiency. And do you want to guess how long it took for us to complete those objectives? Well, it took us like 50 minutes. And it's not like I'm playing bad either, because I'm getting MVPs in the matches I win, and I'm getting SVPs in the matches I lose. And we are playing so much with Ultron that after a match of Convergence and 3 whole rounds of Domination, we complete another playtime objective to take us up to 350. I get another 3 rounds of Domination in my next match, helping me finish my bonus health objective and earning us another 50 proficiency. And thankfully, win or lose, we make some progress. So after losing my next match, we finish our healing objective for another 50 points. We make no progress in the next match, but now we are only 2 KOs off from earning ourselves another 50 points. And during the next game, my Groot throws out his ultimate to lock up the enemy team, just as I activate mine, earning me this awesome triple, completing another objective to take us up to 500 proficiency. And now with only 8 hours and 30 minutes left, we have to earn another 1900 proficiency to reach Lord, in order for us to beat the time limit challenge. At the time, this had me a little worried that I was gonna fail. Thankfully, we had a good string of matches, where I was able to finish an objective after not just 1 game, not just 2, but 3 matches, taking us up to 710. And even though we're playing our socks off, getting MVPs, and finishing objectives, it just isn't happening fast enough. And doing the same thing over and over again is not going to get us anywhere. So I decide to make a few changes. I rebind my healing drone to my right mouse button, making it a lot easier to throw on my teammates. This way I can just click my mouse button to put it on my teammates who are a bit lower on health, leading me to earn more healing in my games. And I rebind my bonus health ability to my keyboard, and I start being a bit more mindful of when I use my bonus health ability, leading us to earn more bonus health in our games. And by making these changes, we fly through a bunch of games. And it honestly felt like we were making progress a lot quicker. And truth be told, nothing really crazy happened as we climbed up to the halfway point of 1220 proficiency. But it took us a lot longer than I thought it would, because although that looked quick for you guys, we now only have 6 hours and 15 minutes left to get to Lord as Ultron. Thankfully, after taking a look at our objectives, we only need another 5 minutes of playtime and another 270 more bonus health. So we activate our bonus health ability throughout the game, and we win the match, completing both of the objectives we were aiming for, taking us up to 1330. We make no progress in the next match, and then after a really long time, someone beats us to the insta-lock. So we play as Hela for a match, and after the game, this happens. Oh, what the heck? I just got proficiency. I just got to Knight on Ella. And seeing as we've got Emma Frost, who is a Vanguard, to Lord, and hopefully we'll have Lord on Ultron soon, who is a Strategist, I want to get a Duelist to Lord next. So maybe I should do Hela, or you should let me know in the comments which other Duelists I should get Lord on. Thankfully, in the next match, we insta-lock Ultron again, go on an absolute tear of a game, get MVP, and take ourselves up to 1380 proficiency. And by now, you're probably sick of hearing me yap, so let's speed things up. We finish our next game and earn 100 proficiency, and then after 3 whole matches, we earn another 100 points, followed by another 110, and then after 3 whole matches again, we earn another 50 points, followed by another 100, and after another 3 matches, we earn 110 points to take us up to 1950, and after another 3 matches, we earn 50 points again, followed by 3 rounds of domination to earn us another 50, followed by a long ass 12-minute game of convergence to take us up to 2100. After that, we finish our playtime objective for another 60 points, and after the next match, we earn another 100 points, and after another 3 rounds of domination, we earn another 50. It's only then after another 2 games that we earn 50 more points, taking us up to 2360, just 40 points shy of hitting Lord. And look at our objectives. We are only 7704 healing and 3005 bonus health off completing either objective. So I load up what could be our final game in order for us to get Lord on Ultron. But I don't want this game to just be any old game. No. I want us to win by a country mile. So I insta-lock Ultron and let my team know what's at stake here. Guys, I need to win this game. I need to win this game because I'm 40 points off getting Lord. And as soon as the match starts, I activate my team up ability and focus on healing my team, and throw out as much bonus health as I can every time it's off cooldown. And as I was focused on healing my team, I get taken out. And so far, we are only 6215 healing and 2010 bonus health off completing either objective. So as soon as I get back to the fight, I put out a healing drone and use my bonus health. And after misclicking my ultimate, whoops, wrong button, we take out the rest of the enemy team. And even this Punisher could not get away from us. Facing the wrong way, dummy. And now we're only 4,858 healing and 1,105 bonus health off getting to Lord. But unfortunately for us, we get taken out. So once I make it back to the fight, I get taken out again and again. And the enemy team makes it to the first checkpoint. That's when Galacta gives me a great piece of advice. Thank you, Galacta. I will try to stop the vehicle now. So now that the enemy team is pushing up, they have the potential to snatch away this victory from me. But I can't let them do that. Not on my rank up game. They are pushing this thing like crazy. And now with less than 30 seconds left in the game, my team and I focus up to take out the enemy team. We win the match, get MVP, and we've done it.
Oh my god.
We did it. Let's go. We check the proficiency page, and there it is. And it only took us 21 hours and 42 minutes, which turns out to be 150 matches, meaning we beat the 24-hour time limit challenge. And now there's only one thing left to do, show off our Lord icon. And after we insta-lock Ultron, no one said anything! What the heck? Oh man, I did all that work and no one even noticed. So just like with Emma Frost, it turns out no one really cares. But I do know one thing we all care about, and that's me getting Phoenix to Lord. And check out our new KO prompt in action. It looks so damn good. Oh, the brand new KO prompt. She looks so good. Which made me wonder, what is your guys' favorite KO prompt? Mine personally, it's Venom, who I want to get to Lord very soon. So stay tuned for that video. And after our next match, we were able to finish our damage objective, which has gone up from 45,000 to 55,000. Then we finish our playtime objective, followed by our final hits, which has gone up from 50 to 65, followed by getting our damage and spark explosions done too, which have gone up from 320 to 400. And that to me is actually quite insane, that we need 400 spark explosions just to get that objective completed. Oh, outplay that Spider-Man like no one's business, bro. And honestly, getting sparks has been the bane of my existence this whole speedrun. But on the bright side, and ever since we leveled up as Phoenix, getting final hits has become a lot easier for us. Which sure, we need 65 of them now, but getting more final hits has allowed us to get that objective done quicker than we were beforehand. And as we continue to earn more and more proficiency, the climb becomes even more of a grind. And just like you'd expect in Centurion, it takes so damn long to make any progress. So much so that after a while, I genuinely start to lose my mind from playing the same character over and over again. And now with only 2 hours and 6 minutes remaining, we make it 1/3 of the way through Centurion, forcing myself to take a break and come back to the grind later. And it's only once I feel rejuvenated that I hop back on again, to continue what has honestly been one of my longest, most draining Lord grinds yet. But we fly through a bunch of games, to speedrun all the way to 1,620 proficiency. That is so worth it, bro. But just like before, I am only a human, and I too have my limits. So I hop back on the next day for one final stream, telling myself that I'm not stopping until we hit Lord with Phoenix. And I am so sick of playing Phoenix at this point that I need to hit Lord with her today. So I have a grand old time chatting with everyone who came into my stream to keep me company and stop me from going insane. Luna Snow? More like Luna gotta go back to the spawn room. And as we speedrun through a ton of matches, we have what I would say is our best Phoenix Lord grind session to date. Probably because we were so happy that this was finally going to be over, with a lot of our games being ones where we do a lot of damage, farm a lot of sparks, and rack up a lot of final hits, exercising all of the knowledge that we've accumulated in the hours and hours of playing as Phoenix, taking us to needing just 50 more proficiency in order for us to obtain Lord on Phoenix. And we are closest to finishing our damage objective. So in this next match, we'll need to do at least 8,018 damage to earn our last 50 points. Should be easy enough. Surely nothing could go wrong here. And after I rally the troops and get them hyped up to win my rank up game, we get taken out. Team, where we at? Come on! The enemy team capture the vehicle. Not looking good, guys. Push it to the first checkpoint and steamroll us to lose that match. But we were only able to do 7,723 damage, meaning we did not hit Lord in that game. And before I could jump in for another match, I had to close my game, update it, and wait for my shaders to load, before I was able to jump in for another game. Seriously, either I have really bad juju, or these developers are trolling me on purpose. So we jump in for another match, needing only a measly amount of 295 damage. And as soon as I load into the game, I suddenly realize that we are in a bot lobby. So we win the game with ease, which honestly feels like a bit of a cop-out. Oh, let's go. Did you see that, bro? It went around. Oh, damn.
Let's freaking go. We've done it, chat. And it only took us 27 hours and 36 minutes. Oh, damn. Let's go. We done it. We've finally gotten Lord. And as per our tradition, every time we get a hero to Lord, we gotta go show off our Lord icon in game. Have a shower. And it looks really good. And now I can personally say, Phoenix was definitely one of the harder Lord icons to get. But can someone tell me why it looks like she's giving us the rude finger? Don't forget to like the video, check out my other Lord speedruns on screen right now, and make sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss the next Lord speedrun.